And I was
I
like,
said
really?
thicker. So when I print the dragons,
Is thicker, not bigger?
more girth. Welcome to Mind Your Own Small Business. My name's Brian. This podcast, it's better than a coffee break, cheaper than therapy. And yeah, how's your all's day going?
Good. I'm pepperoni.
Thomas Scott, day's going great.
Can't complain.
I can. My keychain broke.
Yeah, I broke it. I'm sorry.
This was a keychain.
And now it's just a cool thing.
Patent pending.
Now it's just a half ball.
Half sack.
You know what they say about half measures and all that jazz. Today,
Half measures?
yeah.
No, but I know that we measure everything we can in
Anything other than the
the metric system.
Yeah.
I just saw an article today
whales? Buses.
that there was an asteroid that is passing by Earth that is 19 flamingos wide.
19 flamingos?
19
Anything
Whoa,
but the
whoa, whoa.
metric system.
Wings out or not?
I think it was just from top to bottom.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
so
head to feet.
height.
Yeah.
Interesting, not width. Again, width and girth. That's interesting.
Flamingos. Let's see. Yep, the article was.
What is the girth of a flamingo?
The girth. What? When you say the girth, you mean like their
14
neck
flamingos.
or their?
So it was.
body?
I don't think flamingos have like any girth. They just exist.
I would say wingspan.
Wingspan.
Wingspan of
Yeah.
una.
Asteroid the size of 14 flamingos to skim past Earth Wednesday, and it's like, okay, this is like a.
Was that next Wednesday or this Wednesday?
I don't know.
This
It was on March. It was published on March 1st. So maybe it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
The flamingo asteroid. But look, this is like this is a guide in how to make asteroids sound less dangerous. You're like, it's a 14-meter wide asteroid. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, we're gonna die.
So
it's a 14 flamingo asteroid. Like, oh, let's go to the zoo.
That's like a small flock. Like that can't hurt us.
All right. So I Googled wingspan of a flamingo. 3 to 3.5 feet.
Yeah, so about a meter. So like humans, their wingspan is the same length as their height. Did you know that? This distance and the distance you are from the top of your head to your feet are the same.
About
distance.
humans, yes. You're saying that is you're saying a flamingo is only 3.5 feet tall?
That's what he just said. He said it was a how many meter tall asteroid?
Well, hang on. Now I'm questioning.
Because you said it was a 14 flamingo, but it was also 14 meters. So they were using instead of a meter, they were using a flamingo.
Interesting, because a mute swan, its wingspan is 6.5 to 8 feet.
And it's not 8 feet tall.
Boy, that would be one scary ass swan. That would be the swan in it from Adam Sandler. Stop looking at me, swan.
Dude, like that reminds me, like ostriches are essentially dinosaurs. Like just thinking about it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Like who would be scared of an ostrich?
That's a modern dinosaur.
But when you see them in real life, you're like, that thing could like
Oh.
destroy me with its feet.
It's one raptor claw
Okay.
away from. Oh, go ahead. No, I was just saying. That's all. It's one raptor claw away from.
Yeah, imagine if it opened its mouth and had like sharp teeth.
Oh,
Like, think about
pass.
if horses were carnivorous and had like
oh my
big
gosh.
sharp teeth.
They are. They're called thestrals. That's a Harry Potter reference.
Okay.
Bears.
Beats.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Get those views.
Call back.
What were
So-
you gonna say? Wait, hang on. What were you gonna say?
About
The flamingo, was it?
Oh, just yeah. So yeah, flamingo is about a meter. So
A
basically,
flamingo is 3 feet tall?
yeah, that's what the internet said. So yeah, it was 14 flamingos, which is 14 meters approximately. They said they can go up to like 1.4 meters tall.
so
if you
they
have a
did
tall
average flamingo height.
The average flamingo.
I feel lied
So-
to somehow.
Average.
So yeah, no, the
Yeah.
flamingos.
What is average?
Like here comes the flamingo asteroids. Like, oh, okay.
We're all gonna die. All right, so it took us a while to get there, but today's topic we're going to talk about luck versus hard work when starting and maintaining a business. Like, is being a successful entrepreneur happenstance, or is it put your nose to the grindstone and make lots of money? Like, I believe that it is a mixture of both, but I also believe that there is a large amount of happenstance involved in running a successful business. But I believe that because I tried this many, many times, and it never ended up anywhere. My favorite example of not running a business is when we tried to run the keyboard company, and all of a sudden, all of our factories shut down because some virus just broke out over in China.
Monkey virus. Bat virus.
That was the bat one.
The bat
Yeah.
virus.
If you ever think you can't change the world, just go eat a bat in China, and bam, world changed.
In the same place where they have a lab where they study that virus. But yeah, it's conspiracy stuff. So yeah,
Okay, well, I have to ask you though, because you said you believe it's a mix.
Yeah.
What is that mix? Give us a percentage.
so
like a
I
40,
think that
60.
I don't know the exact percentage. I believe you have to have the skills that when something falls in your lap, you have the ability to pick it up and run with it.
Oh.
But
Interesting.
it does take something falling in your lap in order for you to have success. Like at least start it. And that could be as simple as like finding the right product to buy wholesale, or I don't know, buying wallets, wanting to laser engrave them, have the guy who was going to laser engrave them start charging you too much money per wallet, then buying your own laser engraver, and then finding a product that your wife's sister wanted, and then that thing explodes. And like that's my story essentially right now. Is it is like a bunch of happenstance compounded on each other, and now we're making $7,000 a month on laser cut tombs. Now we're doing really well. So there was happenstance in that, but if I wouldn't have taken the time to learn how to use a laser, like it wouldn't have helped me out. So, anyways, I want to know what your thoughts are on it, and then we can fight.
And we want to know what your thoughts are, so add it in the comments below.
Get in the comments.
Get it out from them.
Did you know I hate that?
What, get in the comments?
When they're just like, it's like, what do you think? Put in comments below. Obviously, it must work because everyone does it.
Oh yeah, because people want to be included. I mean, we love our audience.
Yeah, we love our.
You're included, and we read and respond to all of them. I actually do read and respond to all of them. But that's because no one responds right now.
I was gonna say it's easy to respond to all of them, and there's 3, or they're your family. Do you respond to them via text?
Most of them I'll just chat back on the site.
Hey, Ma,
I
saw you
apologize,
made
that
a
was
comment.
facetious.
Hey, at least my family leaves comments.
Valid. Armstrong family.
But yeah,
Oh, I dropped my last name, son of a gun.
they're gonna find you. Oh, is that the reason why you go by pepperoni? Is because you want to maintain anonymity?
It did,
Oh, okay.
or it was rather. So
Well, it's
not
over
anymore.
now. Now everyone's going to be searching for you in Montana.
The Billings Bozeman area.
Yeah, because
definitely.
that's
That's where
totally
we
where
are.
we're at.
So
Yeah,
I'll jump in
you
a
wanna tackle
piece.
it?
I actually really like. I thought I was going to be kind of at odds with you. I don't think my feeling's that far off because I feel like that. Yeah, finding the opportunity that can open up to you is it. I don't want to say it's chance, but it is about finding that opportunity is not the hard work part of it. If you think about, I mean, I look at your story, look at mine. I mean, you could even argue that with the Apple stuff that you do, it's like, well, but what were the chances that that's what your family would be doing up? I mean, we're in America. That's a chance in and of itself, right? The fact that we're here, that we have a space. So I think that first of all, it's easier to have good luck or better happenstance when you put yourself in places where it's easier to happen. So for example, when I started my footwear company, I found the shoe I started importing while I was in Brazil. Okay, if I had never been to Brazil, I would have never had found it. If I hadn't expanded my horizons and gone somewhere out of my comfort zone, I would never have found it.
Jeez, your little half ball.
I dropped my fidgeter now. And
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's,
Yeah, that's
Are you
right. The
gonna
half
drop
ball's
your-
gone.
Your phone is that next, or just
Yeah,
don't
I
drop
just-
your drink, please.
Oh, please don't drop the drink.
All right, so
nothing a little carpet cleaner won't fix. You'll be all right.
But no, I think that hard work when you get it, yes, absolutely, right? But finding the opportunity is chance if you put yourself in the right places for it to happen. You'll never win the lottery if you never play.
Yeah, if you
Actually, you never win the lottery anyway because it's a terrible statistical nightmare.
It's a stupid tax.
It absolutely is, which is why they don't teach you about it in elementary school, but then the lottery funds elementary schools.
See what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Tinfoil
anyway.
hat.
that's actually a Tyson DeGrasse Manassan conspiracy theory. He was asked about that, and he said that's the one that he has. He's like, I don't know if it's really a conspiracy theory, but yeah, why don't they
Lottery
teach?
education.
Why don't they teach those statistics that would kibosh the lottery when once they get out of school, it's the lottery that gets paid back in school?
I think that's a fallacy.
Probably.
I think teaching people about odds is somehow going to make people not want to do it.
Yeah, it's like if you tell people that
would crash
smoking
the
gives you
stock market.
cancer, everyone will stop smoking, right?
Yeah, I think that's people. No, the ability of chance, I think, is way more powerful than knowledge.
But talking about chance, because I remember we talked about this several times, that being a small business owner is just constantly gambling. Like you buy a huge shipment of something, and sometimes it sells and sometimes it doesn't. So like there is a modicum of like luck or happenstance or whatever you want to call it in running a small business, but it's not a zero sum game. That's basically what I'm.
But when you say gambling, I want to just kind of emphasize that it is a tactful, knowledgeable gambling. You know,
Yes.
I know I don't gamble at all, but I look at things like people who play poker, where yes, it's gambling, but there's strategy.
I play blackjack. That's my favorite game, and that's because it's the only one that you can beat the house, and that's why they don't let you play it sober. They'll kick you out of
They don't,
casinos.
don't let you play what?
If they can see that you have all of your wits, they'll kick you out of casinos.
Oh, wow.
Because you can run up. Yeah.
I'd like the audience to fact check that.
Yeah,
You
fact
can
check.
look it up.
I'm gonna have somebody else do it for me. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Outsourcing.
Fans.
But that should be another one. We should talk about outsourcing. VAs and
I haven't got. Well, I've started outsourcing.
you started outsourcing.
I literally just started
But
this last week.
I think that's what it is that, just like it's not a slot machine.
No,
right? You
no,
can't
no,
just
no,
sit
no,
there and you might get lucky if you're sitting there trying stuff over and over and over again, but there is a skill involved with it. And when you pair skills with the technical knowledge, then absolutely. But when I started, I knew nothing. Like I literally $200, $2,000, 200 pairs of shoes in a 2-bedroom apartment. And I just figured it out along the way. So that was hard work, but the way I found it was because I put myself in a situation that I expanded my horizons. So I want to hear your thoughts.
It's been interesting because as I've been listening to, because let me first say, I wholeheartedly disagree with both of you.
Nice.
I'm glad.
I'm
gonna fight you on this.
But I almost wonder if my disagreement just comes from the definitions. So it's like
That could be it.
it's a thing of semantics. Okay, I hate's a really strong word, but I really hate the idea of luck. I do. I ever since I've been like an adult, I don't like the idea of luck. Maybe because I don't feel lucky, and my freaking sister always got lucky. So
So you hate luck because you aren't lucky and you know people who are. So you're just jealous.
yeah, that could be it.
Have you ever been up all night to get lucky? That's the problem. If you don't stay up, he stays up all night.
Yeah.
Look how lucky he is. I'm pretty sure that's what that's.
We just had the
that's what song's
busiest
about.
day that we've ever had. It's all about entrepreneurship.
Listen, this is all about me. I waited my turn while you guys
got it.
slept along.
I didn't say anything.
No, you're fine.
All right. Go
So
ahead.
remember, if we all start losing it, nobody watches. Somebody has to maintain
Composure.
composure.
Great.
We decided that was you. You're the short stick. Drew the short stick. Anyway, All right.
The beat.
With regard to your example of your time in Brazil, one could argue that your hard work is what got you to Brazil. It wasn't, do you believe it was chance that you went to Brazil? See, now, because there's a little definition there, right?
Yes, that's a little definition.
Uh-huh. And then with regard to you.
Semantics.
Hang on.
I'm waiting till you say something, and then I'm gonna.
I know.
I said semantics. We was just reiterating.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at him.
Oh,
He was gearing up to
Yeah,
kibosh
he's talking about
it.
semantics. Don't be anti-semantics, okay?
Okay. So continue.
Okay. And then with you were saying that it was luck that your sister was like, hey, there's something, or your sister-in-law, excuse me,
Yeah.
that there was like, hey, there's something that was there. But could one also argue that it's because of the skills that you've acquired that she knew she could come to you? Like, is that lucky that your sister knew that, or your sister-in-law knew that you possessed the skills to make that?
See, and that's the reason why I also use the word happenstance. So that just means that like
Those are synonymous. I think luck and happenstance, like, I don't know.
That's
It's
just-
essentially the same thing.
It's semantics.
don't be anti-Semitic.
Semantics.
Whoa!
Careful, buddy.
Oh no, we're canceled.
Canceled
already.
5
I
episodes
mean, don't be.
in?
I mean, don't be that too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, please
No,
don't.
no, no,
Please
no.
don't.
But but the thing is that I'm trying to think how to explain this, because it is hard work. I very much believe that hard work is directly linked to your success. I mean, there's a reason why last night at 7 o'clock I crawled into the little cubby and took a 20-minute power nap because I was exhausted. Because we've had the busiest, like I said, we had the busiest day we've ever had, and so in order to catch up,
yeah, that was the
I don't know
third time
why
you've said
crawled
that.
into a little kid's cubby when there's a couch in our office.
because it was more comfortable to sleep there. It was a little bit warmer.
More comfortable on the floor.
On the pet beds,
Yeah.
I like those.
You guys
they're
aren't
actually
fat.
nice.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
The couch offers way more support than the floor.
It was actually funny. I was watching a YouTube video, and then all of a sudden, like my alarm went off because I wanted to tell me when the cut was done, and I was like, "Oh man, like that was nice." But
right.
like so that's hard work. But the thing is that I don't feel that I'm working harder now than I had worked previously. But I finally found the thing that broke through. And that's what I consider like, obviously, if you are continually trying, at some point you will find the magic sauce. Like, even a broken clock tells the right time twice a day, unless you're using a
What if it's
military
daylight
clock.
savings time? Could it possibly be 3 times?
It could possibly. Well, no, because they're ending it this year.
Wow.
Did that really pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
No
they're
more
they're keeping us on daylight savings time indefinitely, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So the next time you come to the place that I grew up, you're going to sleep forever because it's going to be dark.
Well, but they didn't do it away in your. I thought is it just our state?
No, it's
This is a nation
nationwide.
thing. They've gotten rid of. They
Yeah,
got rid of it.
Okay, continue on.
You're
For
gonna
someone
look this
that's
up.
as plugged in as you are, and for your,
I'm
your
really-
strong feelings of
You know about a 14
anti-savings
flamingo
time.
asteroid,
Yeah,
but you don't know that they got rid of daylight savings.
I'm surprised. Anyway, continue because I'm all rebuttaled up. Go ahead.
So basically, like, I consider that the fact that I finally found the product that works, like a little bit of chance, a little bit of luck. Now, the dice that we work on,
Yes.
I don't necessarily consider that lucky because I already had established the foothold and I had the funds that I could put in to make it work. But to get that first leap, I mean, I don't know if luck's the right word, but if I hadn't been let go from my job,
You call it chance.
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you don't have to call it luck, but you call
Yeah,
it
that,
chance.
and then that's
Semantics.
yeah, it's
Again, I think it's going to come down to the
I think
definition.
so too. I'm just gonna keep saying that word. That'll be my.
you're
That's my key word. It's my word of the day.
The buzz. All right.
My safe word.
I don't know. I think the idea that a modicum of, or that a percentage of your hard work could be tossed aside and chance could be inserted there is a a disvalue to your hard work. So you could say that I'm only 94% hardworking and 6% lucky or chance. I don't know. I think I would rather say it's my works that's going to define
What's that
my
one
success.
song that I'm 10% luck, 20% skill?
100% harder to thrill. What?
No, I think
10% luck, 20% skill, and 100%.
no, it's
power.
like concentrated power of will. I think
Yeah.
is what it is. But so and
Fort Minor.
yeah, oh man, it's
Mike
a good song.
Shinoda.
That takes me back.
Rest in peace.
But I'm trying to think how to say this. My dad is one of the hardest working people that I know. Like he is one who is raised that when things get hard, you put your head down and you just work.
Yeah.
And he's not had the most successful career. He's had to change a couple of times because of like bad bosses and things like that.
Okay.
Things that hard work couldn't get around. So I've seen examples of people who have put everything they could into it and then not seen the success that I feel that they should have achieved for the work they put in. And then I see other people who just randomly, like there's not anyone here, but they're like, I want to do this. They sit down, they go on Alibaba or some wholesaler, buy some stuff, and they do work hard. They put in 12-hour days, like 14-hour days to put it off the ground, but that first thing they buy just takes off, and then all of a sudden they have a big thing. I think that there is a modicum of chance, luck, happenstance, whatever word you want to use, that gives them that foothold that they can go off of. But
I would argue that it's hard work to keep at it, and as the finding the things that don't work, keeping at it until you find something that does work.
yes, it is. But it still doesn't change the fact that there is a level of chance till you find the thing that works. It can be an educated guess. It could be not.
So how
hitting-
is that different? How can you make an educated guess and still call it chance? That doesn't make sense.
Do you play blackjack?
No.
Oh. So
Disgust.
Yeah.
No.
if you play blackjack, you want to hit 21 because that's another name for blackjack is
I
21.
understand. I understand
You
what it is.
never hit at 17 because statistically you'll bust. So as soon as you get to 17, you stop hitting. Now, is that luck to know that? Or is that a skill? The thing is that just because you know not to hit at 17 doesn't mean that you're going to win.
Right.
So is blackjack still a game of chance if you know the skills that it takes to win?
But you don't win 100% of the time.
You don't, and you don't win 100% of the time running a small business.
So I don't know.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
I don't know if those.
mediate this.
I don't know if those two thoughts are synonymous.
The thing is that I think every time that I launch a new product, it's a gamble. It's an educated gamble.
I don't dispute that.
Okay, great. So
then-
that one's been
then
agreed on.
there is luck then.
No.
If you okay, there is chance. Does that work?
You're saying that the things that you sell, it is lucky that you are selling the things that you're selling. It's luck that the things that you sell, you're selling them by luck.
No, I think that's what we're breaking down. So
I agree, because you said I launch products and I'm lucky that one got going, and I would argue it's your skills that put your product in front of people, not you saying poof
yes,
going by.
but there's a 3% or 3.7% chance in my store if someone clicks on an item that they're going to get it. So
That's your conversion rate.
yeah, of people who come into my store versus people who buy stuff, which means that it's a game of it's a game of odds.
That's not chance, though.
That's not chance.
Because conversion rates are directly, you're able to modify and make adjustments to increase conversion.
Yeah, by changing the audience that you go
But
to.
hang on. So
There's a disconnect here. I agree.
there is, but I know.
And
Okay.
I can't tell where it is.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what's happening here, but let's because there's so much happening here and so much happening here, and
need a whiteboard.
and we kind of do actually.
Chance. Hard work.
Semantics.
Anti-semantics.
We found your T-shirt.
By the way, they did not. The bill has not actually passed to get rid of the daylight
Oh,
savings.
so we're
They
I heard
they went.
they
It passed the
did.
Senate last year. It died in Congress. Then Marco Rubio has brought it back as a co-sponsor of a Democrat, and they're both going through this. And
Is
to
that
quote,
Florida or Texas?
that's Florida.
Okay.
Texas is you're thinking of Ted Cruz.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But my favorite thing is this: the ritual of changing time twice a year is stupid. Marco Rubio, a Republican, said in a statement on Thursday. Thanks. Using that.
That's a great.
It's stupid. So is luck. So no, okay. So let's. I'm sorry. We're all getting excited, and so
I know.
You're over like I got to turn down.
I'm adjusting so that
Okay.
people can have the best.
So-
This
listening
is where the
experience.
button would be so helpful.
So that once you just hit it when it's your turn.
Well,
like,
yeah, and maybe just a little light, like, oh, I'd like to go next, please.
you know, you can also just like if you want to go back to like elementary school.
no, but when
I'm
we
a
have
man.
a light.
Yeah. So then just mansplain, butt in, like
Mansplain.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw a couple of scenarios out, and I just want to hear like where you feel that it's luck versus work versus whatever. Okay. So, we bring in a sandal. 2 months later, someone on TikTok that's a high influencer picks it up, shows it, and then you sell like 300,000 of them.
Did you give it to the influencer or did they pick it up? on
No.
That's lucky.
Okay.
No, it's not.
How is that not lucky?
Because you would make the efforts to say,
We're right back.
Continue.
where's the mediator? It's not, you would say, okay, I would like,
It might be on the
I
wall
want this
behind you, too.
person, this is my target audience.
Yes.
So I'm going to put efforts into selling a product to this target audience. That influencer is part of that target audience.
Yes, but there's no reason why that influencer picked up your sandal.
Sure there is. They like the sandal.
Yeah,
That's
but
luck.
you didn't put that sandal in front of that person. though.
Yeah, I did.
How?
Through the efforts, the hard work. I don't understand.
By
that.
importing it.
By importing it, then you just do that.
You grab
Okay.
the
Is that the sandal? That's the ugliest sandal I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't this ugly?
Yes, it
Okay.
looks like something
Isn't
that
this
Stay
the
Puft.
one? This is the one that. Oh no, it was a different one.
No, yeah.
Okay, no, this isn't the one. Sorry.
bad example.
Well, no, there was the other ugly one, right? The one
Yeah.
that has the bubble bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, and watch, we bring this on the podcast. Everyone's like, we should buy that, and this ends up taking off by not luck. So. So, okay. So let's say, and we this is actually going to work really well because this is hideous, right? Everyone in this room, I don't know about you guys out there, but this
The
is
hole's too
hideous.
big. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, then you can show just a little bit of
Or
of
just
toe
like one
cleavage.
toe accidentally flies out and
It's a drainage hole.
No, it's just like a baseball glove. You can just kind of pull. Okay, so if you're not watching, if you're just listening, I pulled out a sample that I have that we got from a supplier
it
once.
looks like a camel's foot from the front.
From the what? Finish that sentence,
From
please.
the front.
Okay.
Not another, but yeah, it doesn't that look like the front of like a
You know what I feel like this looks like some sort of pastry, like some sort of like
like twisted bread. or
yeah,
something?
like this is monkey bread.
It does
this
look
is-
like marraqueta from Chile.
Okay. So let's say that you have no idea what you're doing and you're like, I'm going to import this. And everyone's like, you're an idiot. This looks terrible. Okay. But this is the first thing you bring in and you're like, I'm going to spend $3,000. I'm going to bring in, 1,500 of these. And you're like, here we go. This is my sandal. And nobody buys it for like a year. Okay. And then all of a sudden, one day you get one sale that happens to be to a fashion influencer. That one sale comes in, they put it on, they say, "Oh my gosh, this is the most, man, this is so great. I love this so much." Because that's how influencers sound, apparently. Okay. And I just think this is so pretty. It's going to go so well with my jeans. And then out of her 2 million followers, 1% buys it and just stalks you out from that. Chance or hard work?
See, and
No, you just answer that. You can give an explanation in a minute.
I think it's chance.
You think it's chance. Chance, hard work.
Hard work.
Okay.
This is fascinating.
This
to
is
me.
really interesting.
Because
I don't have a side, though.
I don't think the fact that you got lucky, I don't think diminishes your hard work, though. I think that's the big difference between you and me.
No.
You feel that.
That's
No,
just
let me
one.
finish.
That's one facet.
Let
But
me
that's
finish,
not like that. All right, go ahead.
Let me finish. You feel, having listened to your, what I'm understanding from what you're saying, you feel that luck
Yeah, work on those
or
interpersonals.
chance diminishes your hard work. It means that somehow it lessens the effort you've put in. I don't believe so. I think that, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of luck in everything that we do in life, though.
So if it's everything, is luck even a thing? If everything has luck, then nothing is lucky?
No, we're pulling a whole Incredibles line.
Listen, if
Go for track.
you're advertising to 100 people and somebody buys it, then if it's just happenstance or chance that somebody buys it, then why would there be any effort into making that number of people that are happenstancing upon your product to be any greater? You couldn't control that if that's luck. If it is luck that somebody bought it, then how in the world could you say, well, I want 6 more people to buy it?
Well, but if it's only 10% luck, if you put in the 90% to get it to where it needs to be, it's like, think of it like fishing. Like, there are some of the best fishermen in the world. Some days they don't catch a fish. So,
Oh, no.
whoo-wee.
Listen, you gave me a bunch about not spilling my soda, and then you go kick the
You
table.
almost knocked mine over. So the thing is that if
my
the
knee.
I'm sorry.
They use I'm sorry. They use lines like the fish just weren't biting that day or it wasn't my day. But they know how to fish. They're some of the best fishermen in the world, but they still can't catch a fish every single day. So
So that's bad luck.
that is bad luck that they didn't catch a fish that day. It's bad luck that if you have a product that sells really, really well and you only sell one that day, for some reason, all the people were, I don't know, looking for the flamingo asteroid and they weren't buying your shoe. Like,
So hang on. So now we're talking with that example. You're talking about that it just happens to be chance that. The funniest thing is we can hear that very well, but when you listen to the podcast, that'll look like you just go.
No.
and it just disappears.
And we're like,
Or on the audio, they have no idea why we're laughing because they're like, why are they laughing? I just threw the ugly sandal there.
and
People
it made a clunkety clunk noise, and that was funny. And it's not as funny when you have to explain it.
Right.
I
know
have
that.
a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that there's this like secret equation of hard work and luck, and that you have to put this in. And if I'm like, well, I only want to do 90% of my hard work today because I'm going to rely on this 10% mystical chance that something's going to happen.
That's no. The 90% is 100% of your hard work is still 90% of the total equation, though, is what I'm saying.
So write that equation then.
Okay, 10% luck, 90% hard work
That's what I
equals a
just
successful
said.
business. So, but you still have to put in 100% to get that 90, though.
Yeah. Then, like I said, write that equation. How does 100% effort equal 90% hard work?
So that would be 10 times. Oh man,
I
don't have a whiteboard. I would do it.
exactly.
It'd be like
we gotta
1
spring for a
over
whiteboard.
how much work you put in times 90 equals.
Got it. Dirty little.
You kick the
The
table.
table is injuring me.
So that's how you do it. It's 10 plus 90 times 1 over the amount of work you put in. So 1 over 1 would be 90, which equals 100%.
All right.
Okay.
So the thing is, the reason why I know it's not just hard work is because not everyone could do this. If it was literally just A, B, C, if everyone put in 100%
Oh no!
of their
See,
work,
I think everybody could do it.
do you think everybody could do it?
I absolutely do. The reason that people,
Thomas, I want to hear Thomas have to say.
I think the reason that people don't is because
They're
people.
afraid of the hard work?
No, I think it's because. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Now I have to hit the explicit button.
The amount of times and gosh, we were so close, so close.
I can bleep it. That's gonna be the first
But this won't make sense. Anyway,
No, it's so
what was I
makes
even
sense.
talking about?
You were saying that everyone could do it.
I'm saying that everyone could try to do it.
Yes.
The reason that people don't is because then failure comes in and they're like, well, that's just not for me. If it were lucky, then you have like if it were luck that people could run a business, then wouldn't you have more startups?
What do you mean more?
Well, then it's a law of numbers, right? That if it's like 1 out of every 3 people can start a successful business and run it, if there's 300 million people in the United States, then that would 1/3 of that, it'd be 100 million businesses.
I don't know how many businesses.
That's
are
a
in the United
third.
States.
Is that right? Yeah, 1 in 3.
Something like that. No, but I'm trying to think how to say this. The fact that you said that you have to work, try, fail, and try again means that you can work, try, and fail, but you have to have the perseverance to get over that failure.
So is it luck that Edison discovered the light bulb, or was it hard work?
It was Tesla.
Regardless of who made the light bulb, he eventually found the right product.
So he tried hard and got to a spot,
Yes,
or he
but
was lucky and
He
found.
found tungsten. If he would have, let's say that the day that tungsten was available, or the next product that he would have done, like his kid would have broken his leg, and then he's like, tungsten's not that important, and never tried tungsten, we would have never had the light bulb. Well, Nikola Tesla would have invented it and then got the credit, or whatever, however you want to say it. But like, there was a modicum of luck that he found tungsten that worked so that he could make the light bulb. But the hard work, the perseverance of continually trying new materials until he found that is hard work. That's why I said it's not a zero-sum game. You need a little bit of luck, and you need the perseverance and the strength until that luck pays off.
And again, I think it's coming down to a definition, because I don't believe that is luck. That chance of finding something, because to me luck is like just leaving it up to the cosmos that things are going to align.
Like those cosmos or the flamingo cosmos?
The
No.
cosmos. No,
Okay.
okay, let me put it this way. If I want to roll a 20-sided dice, like a dice like that, and I want to get a 20 on it.
On sale now.
Yeah, on sale. We're running a sale in March.
So don't buy it today.
What's it called?
But interrupted and let him finish his thought.
St. Patrick's Day 20 for 20% off. I just made that up. We'll see if that's actually a thing.
Why would it? You have to know.
I actually have to do it now. It only works for the month of
Especially
March.
when we might be releasing this in 2 weeks and then no one's even.
This just got bumped to the front of the line.
No. It'll come out in 2 weeks. So that'll be middle of March. So it'll still work.
All right.
So it should still be active. But if I wanted to roll,
Snip, throw away.
if I wanted to roll a 20 on that dice,
Okay.
every time I roll it, I have a 5% chance.
Okay.
But it's not a zero-sum game. So if I roll it once
I
and I
understand.
don't get a 20, and then I roll it a second time,
I understand
it's
how odds
still
work, yes.
luck to get a 20, even if it takes me 20 rolls to get it. Now, I played the odds in my favor by doing the same task over and over and over until I got the roll I wanted, but I still had to roll the dice.
All right. So I'm gonna jump in and ask you this then. Or
Okay.
I guess both of you. You roll the dice, and let's say the motion of rolling is hard work. Okay? We'll call that's your work. That's your physical effort.
Okay.
Obviously, if you never drop the dice,
You can never get a number.
you will never get 20.
Yeah.
Let's say you rolled the dice 20 times and then got the number 20. Let's say you rolled the dice once and got the number 20.
Was it my hard work that got me the first time?
Was it your hard work that got you because you both arrived there? But was it your hard work that got you there the first time? Because arguably he worked 20 times harder than you to get that 20.
I think you got him to my mindset with that.
So and again, I want to understand, I'm kind of neutraling on this one because I am really seeing both, but I think that might be the easiest analogy.
It is. The hard part I agree. You're right. That it is luck
what?
that I got to the one.
Okay.
So does that mean that I just have a hard time then accepting that? So somebody that has been running their own company for a decade, is it lucky that Brian has taken off and got a modicum of success in that first year, and you've had to work for 10 years?
But but going back to your thing of like throwing out hard work, that's throwing out everything I've done since I graduated college.
Hang on.
Wait a second.
Hang on. Let me modify to this. I don't want to push because here's what my thought is.
Now I'm going back to yours because like the thing is that what I'm saying is
All
that
right, go ahead.
I've rolled the dice constantly since I graduated college trying to run my own business, and so I found success in this venture in the first year.
So is that lucky?
I rolled the dice, I got the 20, and now I have a.
But it took you
successful
20
business.
rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
I rolled, so to kind of put myself on this, my company started, this is the first company I ever tried. I rolled it once. And that same company is the same one that I have today. Now, here's where I'm going to make a modification because there's one thing we haven't been talking about, and that's the die. So,
Ooh, are you running
hang
a
on.
20-sided or a 6-sided? Or I'm gonna check the cameras real quick. I don't remember if I hit record on that camera. If I did, that's gonna really make me mad. It's very unlucky.
on which camera? Oh, on
Okay, no,
on that one or that one too?
I'm gonna check my phone.
All right, check all the cameras.
I would, because I've looked at that camera a few times.
So,
All right. Whew.
so here's, man, you don't realize how much this floor bounces until you walk, and the lights just shake. So
Doesn't show up on camera. It's fine.
here's where I think it's going to be an interesting change. So you have three factors. You have you're rolling the dice, and arguably you could say, well, hang on, if I start with my thumb here and I roll it that way, I have a greater chance, right? If it's a 20-sided die, you could argue that
If my dad's a politician and lets me set the dice down with a 20 face up, then
Yeah, I'm saying more like if you learn how to roll, like you roll enough times and you realize that, you know what, maybe this is a better way. Or as you get more experience, arguably you now have a 20-sided die, you're trying to roll a 20 and there are 3 20s on the die. You change the die because you know
Boom, hard work.
more. And that increases the hard work
Suck
aspect
it,
of
I
Rick.
don't
So-
understand why it has to be a zero sum. Why does it have to be all hard work? Anyway,
So
this is a fun episode.
Here's what I'm kind of extracting from this, and I'm not saying this is a conclusion. I'm just saying this is part of what I'm extracting.
You're the mediator. It's fine. You can say it.
Doggone it! I keep kicking it. I'm
gotta
on the
we have to
nail
get a
side.
different table. Gotta get a
He
different
can
table.
move to one of the edges and he's stuck.
Okay, so actually, if I sit like this, maybe this will help. So without trying to play footsies with Tony, pepperoni, not Armstrong. So if we,
He just got doxxed.
so he's right.
Damn luck.
All right, now we got 2 bleeps. So
That's a biblical one.
3 if you include the thing every time I say his last name. So what we're saying is you have to put in the work, whatever that looks like. You know, you mentioned that your dad has put his nose to the grindstone and done lots. I know people who have worked very, very, very hard and there's food on the table, but they never get beyond a certain point, right? Because they work really hard. Maybe it's because they choose an industry or a trade or something that doesn't push that far. Hang on.
Let him finish this.
Hang on.
He hasn't
No,
talked
no,
about this
go ahead.
episode.
This is the button. This is what I was
Go
told
ahead.
to do. So then is it fair to say that those people are unlucky?
Okay, great. Gosh, I love that. Okay. So people keep going along those lines. Then you have someone who the first drop of the hat, they hit something that makes them $2.4 million, right? So first year they come up with something, let's say in the financial tech sector, they create an app, they build it for 9 months, someone comes in, offers them $2.4 million. This other individual who basically runs a local trash service doesn't make $2.4 million until they retire, okay? What I'm saying is it chance? Kind of. I actually don't even want to call it luck. I'm going to actually throw luck out of this. But you have a greater chance because of the industry and knowledge, the whole work smarter, not harder. If you pick an industry that has a greater chance because there are more 20s on the die when you roll versus an industry that could end up being a stagnant industry, I think that intellectual decision to go after something that has a greater chance, but working hard at it. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense?
I understand what you're
I
trying to
got really
say.
more convoluted as it left my lips.
Yes. So what you're saying is that, what I'm understanding that you're saying, I need to make sure that I'm not putting words in your mouth, is that you pick essentially the game that you're playing. And
Yes.
let's essentially say that you want to roll a 20. And so you might be playing a game where you only get one D20, you have to roll a 20, or you might be playing a game that gives you 20 D20s and you roll them all at once. So you can increase your chance of success by increasing the number of die. I know this is just part of the analogy, but you essentially pick the game that you need. And then, in my mind, that's the hard work.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I agree with that.
Picking the game.
there we go. And that's intellectual. Basically, that's intellectual hard work. Because if I were to go door-to-door CD salesman today,
You'd have a hard life.
I have a hard life.
I mean, I just bought a vinyl record player, and they haven't had those in.
In a while. It's been a hot minute.
We got to wait another 20 years before CDs come back. So, but oh, what are you listening to? Spotify? Let me throw in my compact disc. Oh man, did you see him? He just got a laser disc. Can you believe that?
Mine skips. Yours doesn't.
You know how authentic that is? My radio station has static. So just feels so warm and inviting. But I feel like that's part of the hard work. It's like if I think about the oil, the big shale oil that happened in our neighbor over there in North Dakota. You guys remember, like 10 years ago, huge oil boom there in North Dakota.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do all of your research to try and figure out where to drill. You can also do all of your research and try and go up there and make a bunch of money. But a lot of people went over there and made no money until they realized what they could do. They kept rolling that die until all of a sudden, oh wow, I can haul water for frag water, or I can set up camps with showers, and the people who ran the showers made money. I feel like that there is that part of hard work, but the fact that, that there was a city in the middle of there that all of a sudden had 700,000 people that moved to that, not quite that many, but there to North Dakota. Mm-hmm. I believe that was chance on their part, that all of a sudden their store that was making $75 a day is now making $7,500 a day because they happened to be in an area that someone went, oh, look,
There's oil here.
There's oil here. Okay.
So maybe
Time to
it's
spread
so.
some freedom.
So I think again, full circle. It turns out it is a semantic thing, but I'm wondering if I don't have a little bit of jealousy towards the word luck, but I then also wonder is luck and chance the same thing?
Is it semantics?
I think it is. Because I think
When I say luck, I mean probability. Like you can increase his.
it's the same thing as chance.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Well, so
I think
I think we just
I think we did it.
because
Luck and chance aren't the same
The
thing.
same. Luck and probability are also not the same thing.
Correct.
That's I consider probability and luck the same thing. Because the thing is that, so if there's a 1 in 10 chance of getting something, that's probability.
Correct.
Yes.
So
What if you got it?
continue.
But if it's a 1 in 1, that's luck. If you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting something, but you got it on but then you roll it 10 times, that's probability?
Yeah, that's
Or
still
that would be
probability.
luck.
Hang on. Let me pull Mr. Mediator. If you have a 1 in 10 chance, that is probability because you know it is a 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a 0 in 10 chance, but you still get it, are you lucky?
A 0 in 10?
Yes.
No, that is impossible.
No, it
No,
isn't.
it is not.
Not if it's luck.
With if you have a 0 in 10 chance, it is literally impossible.
Therefore, it would be lucky.
It would be lucky. If you had no chance,
Explain to me how that's lucky, though.
See, I
and now see,
that
I
makes
look at
total sense to me.
That doesn't make any sense to me because now you've broken the rules. To me, luck is always something that's in the realm of possibility.
That's what luck means. You
That's-
break the rules and you win.
hang on.
No,
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 no, no,
no,
no,
no,
hang
no,
on.
no, no, not
Repeat
at
what you
all.
just said. Repeat what you just said.
So lucky is I'm trying to think out of what I just said. It's in the realm of possibility. So if I have a 1 in 10 chance and I roll a 10 the first time, that was lucky. Now, if I have a 20-sided dice and I roll a 21, I've cheated.
Oh, okay. See, that's interesting because now
Well,
Because there's no 21. There's no 21 on a dice. So you're not lucky. You've broken the rules.
what if you run? Well, if you roll
if you
that,
were to look up the definition of chance, probability, and luck,
Well, guess what? We have the internet.
technology.
there's no way luck is going to appear in the definition of probability.
Really?
Define chance.
I'm gonna look up probability.
I'll look up.
Okay, here we are. Chance means a possibility of something happening. Okay, a possibility or the occurrence and development of events in the absence of an obvious design. All right.
Oh, here's something that'll throw
Fortuitous.
a big old wrench in my theory, philosophy. Luck, success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions.
So probability is
Rather.
That proves it. That proves it. I read that the wrong way in my head and then I read it right out loud. Success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions.
Rather than.
okay.
Not
So
because of.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And then probability is the extent in which something is the extent to which something is probable, the case or likelihood that something will happen or being the case. So
Can we just take a quick detour and feel how frustrated it is when a definition has the word in the definition?
I learned
Probability.
that was not, you couldn't do that. That was
that's against the rules. Well, here let me wrote probable. The likely to be a case or to happen.
That was bad English.
what do you,
Listen, Merriam-Webster, Oxford.
No, this is Oxford. So probable just means that it can happen.
So fortuitous. See, I like the word fortuitous. So chance, an adjective is fortuitous. It also says accidental, which I would even argue
that's fine too.
That's fine too. It was a happy accident, I think is what they call it. It's like the people say, well, it's a good problem to have, and it's like, well, it's still a problem. Hate that. We hate that.
so stupid.
But then verb, do something by accident or without design is chance. Also informal, do something despite it being dangerous. Oh, that's taking a chance. Okay. Do something despite it's being dangerous or of uncertain outcome. So arguably when you're doing hard work, you are taking a chance.
Okay. So pulling back, saying let's take luck out of it, but saying that there is 10% chance and 90% hard work.
Pause.
Okay. Also, we should wrap this up soon. We're at 57 minutes.
Holy smokes, really?
We'll go longer. This will be a
That was
bonus
the
episode.
fastest hour.
This was a fun episode.
Oh
This
my
was pretty
gosh.
sweet. All right. So, are chance and luck the same thing? The results revealed that chance is perceived to operate when an event is surprising and unexpected coincidence. Luck is perceived when an event implies the escape from negative consequences or the achievement of something that is important and difficult.
So the only difference between chance and luck is chance can be good or bad, or luck means that you got the good option.
You got the good from what would have been bad.
So man, so yeah, it is. This is a semantics episode.
Boom. Called it.
Semantics.
But going back to like my original point, like I 100% believe that you do all of your hard work, then you release it to the internet, and then or whatever you do, you put it out there, and at the end of the day, you have to just kind of like watch the numbers and then hope that it takes off. That's what I'm talking about by the chance. Like you can do all the hard work you can do. You can put all the Facebook.
Hang on. What was that word?
Hope.
Chance?
Huh?
You said that there's a chance.
Yeah.
Again, semantics. I had a problem with hard work versus luck, not hard work versus chance.
Interesting. But
So-
you just said that luck is just the good outcome of
Exactly.
chance.
Well, right now, that's
Yeah.
what he says now. We're evolving as a species.
We're all evolving as people.
Technically,
We're
I didn't
growing.
say it. The internet did, and I just read it. But that's what I'm saying is that the idea that your business can be lucky versus there's the chance that your business can succeed are two different things. And I would much rather be like, there's a chance that this could go south and there's a chance that this could go north.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny that south is bad and north is good, but we never say, oh, there's a good chance that my business is going to go north.
Oh yeah.
Mine
We
goes
never-
west.
Did you know?
Right?
Did you know that they just added the word Northpaw to the English dictionary?
Is that a right-handed person?
That is correct.
Hot damn. I'm a northpaw, baby.
I'm a southpaw.
You son of a...
That's why we're at odds.
I'm a paw. I'm a paw of many children.
So, anyway,
Left side.
on R.
What is it in
I don't remember
Sign
what it is in
language?
sign
sign
language.
language?
Is this or is it this?
That's a T.
I don't remember. I don't.
You know T, but you don't know R.
Because my name is Thomas, not Ramus.
Thomas Art Scott.
Yeah, I never.
Social security number.
Whenever I had to sign to a blind person, I never had to do my name.
Your full name. Apologies for who just offended, but if you're deaf, you're.
If a deaf person is listening to our audio podcast that's not closed captions, I'm so sorry.
In which case, the closed caption is probably wrong.
I want to listen to this podcast. Sign it all for me.
My question is, did anyone else note that I said the last time I signed to a blind person? not someone experiencing hearinglessness.
Oh wow, that made me so. We've had 2 hysterical breakdowns the last 2 weeks in a row now.
See, it's getting better.
Yeah, better than therapy.
Oh my gosh.
We just
Okay.
brought to you by BetterHelp.
No, it is not.
I gave you no sponsor.
No sponsorship. Not even FizzBiz.
Oh, we should get them to
Blur it
sponsor us.
out.
That'd be fun. I don't know.
Blurring it out. The visual bleep.
Well, this has been good.
Yes. So,
I'll admit I've come around a little bit to your side of the thinking, however wrong it may be. No, I think for me it was totally a definitions issue. I think it's chance. Luck. Luck to me implies no skill, and I have an issue with that because I feel like I've had to put a lot of skill into my success.
No. I 100% agree with that.
So I think for me it's definitely a personal thing that I feel a little cheated that there's a modicum of the success that I've had that is less like willy-nilly when it feels better that I worked for it.
I will add, as we're trying to close this up, I hope this doesn't create disruption. I will add, though, that there's got to be situations where someone, despite of how you feel, despite of how angry it could make you, I do feel like there are some people that rolled a 21 on a 20-sided die, somehow like landed it on the edge, and the 20 and the 1 were both showing.
Which is impossible because on the opposite faces of the dice, but that's fine.
Unless you write the die differently, but
Yeah, once again, cheaters.
Or just better at winning.
and
I
guess
got
what?
a
Cheaters.
small loan from my father of $1 million.
But I feel like there are people who are just flat out lucky in business. I do
you
think
said
that
you
there is.
had a sister who's that way. I have a brother.
she's not lucky in business.
Well, yeah, but like
But
I
she's a lucky person.
when we play games of when we play games of chance, he always wins, which doesn't make any sense to me. How you can be better at a game that is probability based?
Is he a Sagittarius?
I would believe that would be hard work.
He rolls the dice. Dice. I'm having a stroke. No,
Of genius.
he rolls the dice better than all of us because he just rolls it more and more. He's like, okay, if I hold it this way and the wind is coming from here, and I don't know. I don't know how that's possible, but at the same time, I think in business there is
You just said it. He's cheating.
no.
If he's accomplishing the impossible, you said the only way to do it is by cheating.
no, it's still probable though. So I don't think he's cheating. He may be, but I don't think my brother cheats at those games. I think that he just has an unmeasurable like thing to him that gives him a benefit in probability games.
Interesting.
But
Well, it's because is he a North Paw or a South Paw?
he's the youngest child, so
So he doesn't write. Does he not have a dominant hand? Is he ambidextrous?
I actually don't know which hands he writes with.
What if he is ambidextrous and that's why he's lucky? Because
Skill.
he knows how to conjure up demons. That's what usually ambidextrous means, right?
I'm ambidextrous. I pitch with my right hand and I write
Oh,
with
so
my left.
now you're ambidextrous.
Are you just trying to fit in now?
No, you just said you should.
Guys, I'm
I'm a southpaw. Oh wait, I'm ambidextrous.
I'm sorry. Let me raise my hand with the other one now.
No, it was actually
We
funny.
love you, Brian. We're not
When I
picking
was
on
in
you.
art school,
We are picking on you. But
that's when I found out that I truly was ambidextrous because I would switch hands drawing depending on where I was on the paper. And my teacher stopped and he's like, "What hand do you write with?" And I'm like, "My left hand." He's like, "Why are you using your right hand?" And I'm like, "Because it was easier." Like,
that's
I
crazy.
think the first problem is you went to art school.
well, I switched over to science, the College of Science.
Anyway, I do believe that there are people that luck, just straight up luck, and they oftentimes turn out to be terrible people because they don't know work.
That's the one thing that also bugs me when you talk to someone and you're like, yeah, they're like, I've been working so hard, but it was like, oh, really? Well, I XYZ and now I have $1 million, and you're like, and it's awesome for you.
But I feel like they may have picked an industry or picked a corner, or they knew the right people. They were set up in such a way that they had more 20s on that dice, and so they could, they could do that. They essentially fixed the game.
No. I 100% agree with that too.
Cheaters. Man.
Hey, semantics.
Yeah. No. I agree.
Close this up. Who's getting the last word?
You can. What do you want to say?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Last word.
Y'all are both wrong. Hard work.
Okay. Close this out.
This episode is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors yet, so be the first. You can find this episode. You can find this podcast everywhere podcasts are found. Go to Podbean. We get more money if you watch it there or listen to it. I don't know how Podbean works, or frankly, the internet.
The audio is only on Podbean, YouTube, and Rumble's where the video's at.
Oh, Rumble. I don't know what that is.
We have affiliate links. Eventually, click stuff. We can get paid. You buy your own stuff. The end.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Next week is, or next episode is, what are we gonna do next episode?
I don't know. We'll leave them wanting.
Yeah.
You'll have to find
Got
out.
to come back.
I knew what it was though. It says I.
Did
Anyways.
you
have to
did you
come
write,
back.
Did you write it down in your phone?
Oh, I did
See?
it. Value.
Oh yeah. The value
Oh,
thing.
value.
We're gonna talk about
Yes.
like what is
Harbor Freight versus Makita.
it goes off of that, and
It
then
does.
also
Yeah.
buying 12 1-foot Subway sandwiches or 1 6-foot Subway sandwich.
Right.
So, anyways, so if you want to see more heated arguments
Yes.
about where to spend
This
your
one's
money,
gonna be
Especially
about
about foot
sandwich.
anyways, thanks for watching.
Semantics. Semantics.
That was good. I watched our.
You got so heated there at one point. You got so heated. No. But you got very emotional at